Hi, dear coaching. My name is Carmen Bonilla, and I am recording this video to introduce myself and to tell you a little bit about what to expect working with me. I hope that this information can be useful to you and you can decide whether you think this might be a good fit of a coaching relationship. As well, bring any questions that you may have. And so um, I have been on this path of becoming a job search coach for quite a while. It goes all the way back to when I was doing my undergraduate studies. I focused on human resource management. During my studies, I got to learn from many job search candidates. I got to read hundreds, if not thousands of resumes, and also to interview probably dozens or who knows if hundreds of candidates. And so very quickly, I started learning how people market themselves, what they do well that is effective, and areas where they could improve. And so after that experience, I definitely became a resource to my friends and acquaintances, helping them with resumes and job search preparation. Fast forward in my career, between 2014 and 2018, I taught a course at the college level about job search skills, where I discussed everything from the proactive job search, which is a framework to use throughout the job search. And I created that framework to give it some structure, to crafting elevator pitch, working on resumes, creating a presence on LinkedIn, etc. And so in March 2020, with the significant layoffs that occurred due to COVID-19, I started working for Into. And since then, I estimate that I have coached about 300 candidates, including both staff, candidates, and executives. And I have been helping them with everything related to job search. I will tell you about that just a little bit. I will go into more detail. And so this is work that I love. This is work that I feel very confident that I am able to make a difference for you as my coachee. And I'd like to share some information with you. This document, I am attaching it to my first email to you, in which you can read more about me and my credentials. You can see my social media links, and you're welcome to send me an invitation to connect or to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In addition to a job search coach, I am a leadership development facilitator, so you're welcome to benefit from the content on my channel. You can see these testimonials that I have gathered from past coachees that I have helped at Into. And I want to introduce you to my process so that you have a sense of how do I work with my coachees. First of all, I prioritize working on your resume. I like to go deep into the preparation of your resume. It's a great opportunity to get to know you better and to get to understand what are the types of jobs that you are most interested in your job search. So I'm going to ask you to work on a homework that is going to include providing me with some job postings of jobs that are interesting to you, and also answering an assessment that is totally optional, but it has been so helpful. And my coachees have appreciated so much having that doing that assessment. Because see, once you complete the assessment, you get a 3-page report of who you are at work. What are your preferences? What are your tendencies? And so I use these two things, the job postings and your assessment results, to describe you more accurately, to really understand what are the jobs that you are interested in, and to position your resume in that way. I'll tell you a quick story of a recent coachee who preferred not to go through these steps. A couple of months later, after not working on these steps with you, he came back to me and said, Coach Carmen, companies are not responding to me the way that they used to. They are ghosting me. They are not getting back to me in the way that I was used to being received. And so at that point, I did a review of what he was using as a resume. And I also checked against the job postings that he had submitted his applications to. The big learning, the big aha moment from that review was that his materials, they were not aligned at all with the positions that he was applying to. And so that is what we focus on here in this first step of the resume. I usually take between 3 and 4 hours to get that resume finalized with my coachees. So I take quality time to make sure that we go out to the job market with a high quality document that is going to work for you and to get you the interviews that you want to have. From there, we come up with what is your positioning statement, and what I mean by that is what is the story that we're going to go to the job market with about you. If you want to have any support regarding cover letters, we can do that as well. The second thing that I like to focus on with my coachees is then to update your LinkedIn profile. We leverage the work that we have done on your resume, and we bring it up to date. We get it to a place where it is more likely to attract people to you, to make yourself found more easily on LinkedIn, and so that recruiters can find you, companies can find you, making your job search easier. The third thing then that I move on to do with my coachees is to talk about what is your job search strategy. And so here we develop a plan. We look at what are the different activities that you could be involved with. What are the different things for you to do? And then we get you ready to start doing them. After that, I offer my help to coachees to practice interviewing. And here I want to tell you a funny and true feedback from a coachee recently. She said to me, Carmen, my mock interviews with you, they are actually harder than the real thing. And so, you know what? I'll take that feedback because I would rather that you be better prepared than you need to be for the interview, right? Rather than come in with less preparation than you need. I also offer my help talking about salary negotiation, and number 6, how to make a successful transition. These are some topics that are pretty standard with all of my coachees. I am available to you as a thought partner if you want to discuss situations, the reasons why your past job didn't work out, and what do you want to do different in your new job. I'm definitely here to talk with you about everything that you need to discuss. If you need also to get more clear on what is it that you really want to do. For example, I was really recently helping a coachee who wanted to decide, do I really want to go back to the job market and look for similar roles to what I had in the past? Or do I want to pursue a totally new adventure? I am here available to you to help you with this. And so as I talk about this, I also want to share with you a little bit more about my style. I am informal. I am extroverted. I am a good listener. I come to our meetings very interested in what you have to say. I can be also more on the flexible side. I am not like super structured to where I need to be finished in the next 5 minutes with something. If I get the sense, I rely a lot on my intuition. If I get the sense that there's another topic that would be more valuable to you, I am willing to spend the necessary time on that. So in that sense, you will notice that I'm pretty flexible. And at the end of the day, I want to make sure that you feel you have enough access to me, that and that I am here to help you, and that you are able to get the most value for what you most need to be exploring at the time of our call. So I hope that this has been helpful. Please come to our first conversation with any questions, and I look very much forward to meeting you and helping you out on your job search.